Hello everybody. If you want to read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Short story 498, The Hilarious Family Adventure. Intermediate. Once upon a time, in a small town called Happyville, the Johnson family decided to embark on a fun-filled day out. Little did they know their day would be filled with laughter, surprises, and unforgettable moments. The family consisted of Mr. and Mrs. Johnson, their teenage son Tim, and the mischievous little daughter Lily. They woke up early, eager to make the most of their day. Their first stop was the local amusement park, where they planned to ride the roller coasters and play games. As they entered the park, Tim couldn't contain his excitement and started running towards the biggest roller coaster. But before he could reach it, he tripped over his own shoelaces and landed face first into a pile of cotton candy. The family burst into laughter as Tim's face turned pink from embarrassment and sugar. Determined to make the most of their day, they moved on to the next attraction, the haunted house. As they entered the eerie building, Lily, who was usually brave, let out a loud scream at the sight of a spooky ghost. Startled, Mr. Johnson jumped and accidentally knocked over a skeleton, causing a chain reaction of falling decorations. The family couldn't help but laugh at the chaos they had caused. After their spooky adventure, they decided to take a break and enjoy some snacks. Mrs. Johnson bought a giant pretzel, but as she took a bite, a seagull swooped down and snatched it right out of her hands. The family watched in disbelief as the seagull flew away with the pretzel, leaving Mrs. Johnson with a bewildered expression on her face. Feeling adventurous, the family decided to try their luck at the carnival games. Tim, determined to win a prize for Lily, aimed at a stack of milk bottles with a baseball. With all his might he threw the ball, but it missed the bottles completely and hit a clown standing nearby. The clown, caught off guard, lost his balance and tumbled into a pile of stuffed animals. The family couldn't contain their laughter at the sight of the clown buried in a sea of toys. As the day went on, the family continued to have hilarious encounters. They rode a carousel, but Lily's horse suddenly started spinning uncontrollably, causing her to hold on for dear life while the family cheered her on. They also tried their hand at a water balloon fight, but Mr. Johnson's aim was so off that he ended up soaking himself instead of his opponents. Exhausted but happy, the Johnson family decided to end their day with a picnic in the park. As they sat down to enjoy their sandwiches, a mischievous squirrel appeared out of nowhere and snatched Mr. Johnson's sandwich right out of his hands. The family burst into laughter once again, realizing that their day had been filled with unexpected surprises. As the sun began to set, the Johnson family looked back on their day and couldn't help but smile. They had experienced laughter, chaos, and unforgettable moments that would be cherished forever. Their family adventure had turned out to be more hilarious than they would ever have imagined. Vocabulary notes. Eager. Definition. Wanting to, do, or have something very much. Example. They woke up early, eager to make the most of their day. Similar words. Enthusiastic, keen, excited. Example sentence with a similar word. She was enthusiastic about starting her new job. Embarrassment. Definition. A feeling of self-consciousness, shame, or awkwardness. Example. The family burst into laughter as Tim's face turned pink from embarrassment and sugar. Similar words. Humiliation, mortification, discomfort. Example sentence with similar word. He felt a sense of humiliation after tripping in front of everyone. Startled. Definition. Feeling sudden shock or alarm. Example. Startled, Mr. Johnson jumped and accidentally knocked over a skeleton. Similar words. Surprised, shocked, alarmed. Example sentence with similar word. She was surprised to see her old friend at the party. Eerie. Definition. Strange and frightening. Example. As they entered the eerie building. Similar words. Spooky, creepy, unsettling. Example sentence with similar word. The old abandoned house had a spooky atmosphere. Bewildered definition, feeling very confused and uncertain. Example, leaving Mrs. Johnson with a bewildered expression on her face. Similar words, puzzled, confused, perplexed. Example sentence with a similar word. He looked puzzled when he couldn't find his car keys. Determined definition, having made a firm decision and being resolved not to change it. Example, Tim determined to win a prize for Lily. Similar words, resolute, committed, focused. Example sentence with similar word. She was resolute in her decision to finish the project on time. Uncontrollably definition, in a way that cannot be controlled or restrained. Example, Lily's horse suddenly started spinning uncontrollably. Similar words, involuntarily, wildly, recklessly. Example sentence with similar word. He laughed involuntarily at the funny joke. Exhausted definition, very tired. Example, exhausted but happy the Johnson family decided to end their day. Similar words, fatigued, drained, worn out. Example sentence with similar word. After the long hike, they were completely fatigued. Mischievous definition, causing or showing a fondness for causing trouble in a playful way. Example, as they sat down to enjoy their sandwiches, a mischievous squirrel appeared. Similar words, naughty, playful, impish. Example sentence with similar word. The children were being naughty and drawing on the walls. Cherished definition, hold something dear, feel or show affection for. Example, unforgettable moments that would be cherished forever. Similar words, treasured, valued, adored. Example sentence with similar word. She treasured the memories of her childhood. Story written by Grok 2 AI. Image created by Flux Pro AI. To read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you.